Hey, it's Emily, and this is officially video blog number 2. I have been wanting to do this video, and it's just the perfect timing. And I also pulled 2 cards to share with you guys at the end to give you a big message about this. So this video is basically about what happens when you create these amazing plans, whether it's for yourself personally or for your business, and the universe has other ideas. So I know for me, I have had the flu for the last 10 days. My son was sick with it a couple weeks ago, so I canceled my schedule and took care of him. And then promptly the following week, I was really sick, and I had to cancel my week again. And there was that part of me that's like, just felt like I started getting in the flow of the new year, that I was starting to make these new plans, and I had all these things starting to come together and open up and blossom, and I was so excited. And then I just got like hit. It was just like I couldn't do anything. I was on cold medication, flu medication, and like my brain was like scrambled. I couldn't think clearly, let alone channel and do any kind of meaningful work. And there was a part of me that just felt like frustrated. It felt exhausted, and it was like disappointed. And I know if you felt like that, you can comment below, but I know that's something that everybody feels when like we have a plan and we just want to do it and like everything is saying no. So eventually I got to the point last week where I was just like, I mean, it was a daily practice of like kind of coming and going. And first and foremost, I kept saying to myself, I am not my body. Like my body feels like shit, but I am not shit. I am not a terrible person. I'm not a loser. I'm not a failure because I'm sick. Like, it's just my body. And in that space, I was able to just let go and be sick and be down. And for me too, it's also a signal from the universe saying like, time out, like we're gonna shift your plans a little bit. And I'm wide open to receive. So I just kind of said, all right, I guess for some reason I need to rest this week. Fine. Put my hands up in the air. So what ended up happening was allowing myself to be sick, forgiving myself, realizing I'm not my body, and my body can be sick, but I'm perfectly fine. And it's not going to limit me as a person or as a spiritual being. So what happened was this like dark cloud started to lift, and I felt like actual sinus pressure relieving as well when I just really full on let it go and surrender. And yeah, it took the time it took. So in any case, I wanted to give you guys these 2 cards. I want to keep these video blogs kind of short. You know, I could go on for days, but I want to share this because one of the things that was starting to come through, which was a really big deal for me, was the opening of the Phoenix Mentorship. And last year I opened it in September, and this year I'm going to start taking applications soon because we're going to kick off in April, which is a lot sooner than I had originally planned for. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a huge deal. And there's an enormous amount of attraction for my ideal soulmate client to find this program and to stand up and say, yes, I'm ready for it. And what happened was while I was sick, I had private messages from people who were asking about the Phoenix Mentorship specifically, asking if I was going to be taking applications. And so like there's this level of ease that can still exist even when plans don't go right. So I'm going to quickly read this. Number 1, the first card, I got 2 cards. So the first one is called Dark Angel. So basically what this means that even in the darkest days, you are unconditionally loved. There is nothing about you that is not loved. And it says, even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and find your true joy. When the dark angel appears, you're being given a gift of light, even if it may seem like a hidden blessing. So obvious, great. And the second one is hold your center. So this is about like what I said, like going back into myself, saying like, look, like I may have these physical symptoms, but I'm not them. So this is a great thing just to remind you, like she's sitting here looking a little blah, but she's got this higher self who is like a beacon for this light and this beautiful dove to shine on her. So this is the gift that I want to share with you guys about really just being able to surrender into the process and knowing that you are not a victim. That is the one thing that literally makes my skin crawl, when people act like they're a victim of their circumstance and they have nothing to do with it, because God and the universe does not conspire against you, and it doesn't work for you. It works through you. You are the co-creator of your existence, of all the things. So even my sickness, I'm like, apparently I need to be resting right now. Like, I knew I took responsibility for it. So I hope this helps. If it was helpful for you at all, or if it kind of put a light bulb on, please comment below. And if you're interested in the Phoenix Mentorship, I am opening up the doors very soon. You can private message me on Facebook, or you can send me a direct email, Emily@EmilyAarons.com. It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much. See you soon.